previously on Get Out Alive. Time to welcome these guys to my playground. Holy crap. Our adventurers face a tough climb.
They don't do so well with the heights.
Here we go, Louis!
I can't.
And Wilson was on the verge of quitting.
I can't go on.
But his partner Robin found enough strength for the both of them. And at overnight camp, Donna and Camden couldn't handle the food task.
Oh God, there's a bird in there.
I'd rather eat dirt. When Donna and Camden left, it was up to the fire team to divvy up the ducks.
That's not bad at all.
The next morning, Jim and Austin, you win the survival test. You're safe from elimination, you get that trip to the feast pit.
This is so good.
And at elimination, Donna Camden, it's over to you to cook the eggs.
That was really not something that I was able to tackle.
You've got to get over the squeamishness. You need energy. Wilson, you've got to dig deeper. You're actually becoming the obstacle. Donna and Camden, you'd never get out alive.
Okay.
Coming up, this journey is going to force you to face some of your fears square on. With Mother Nature against them, the teams must cross a gorge.
You ready?
No! They'll have to hunt for food that bites back.
I'm so intimidated by them. They're so big.
They'll face our most difficult overnight camp yet.
No. Come on. Dang it. We still had no fire.
And at the survival test,
Okay, so let's do it.
all about communication.
I still have no idea what's going on.
Which team will win a trip to the feast pit, safety from elimination, and which team will I send home? You can't hide in the wild. It exposes us wide open. 6 teams remain. Find out which one won't get out alive. Look at you guys all huddled already. Okay, nice. Okay, from here on in, the journey's gonna start to heap a lot more pressure on you. Okay, first thing is I want all your sleeping bags, your roll mats, and your fire steels. Put them back in your tent, take them out of your pack.
We were all freaking out because we knew it was probably going to end up raining all day, the ground was going to be wet, and we weren't going to have anything to keep us warm or sleep in.
Let's draw knives. Okay, from here on in, everything ramps up. This journey is going to force you to face some of your fears square on. All right, first up, Ryan and Madeline, come and draw a knife. Let's see what task you're in charge of. Okay, food. When you reach your camp, your GPS is going to lead you to a pond. In there, you're going to find a Maori survival food delicacy. It's called a tuna, but it's not what you think it is. Be careful. Okay, that's like Kyle and Royce. You're on the food team with Ryan and Madeline.
Bear said be careful, so I was nervous.
Robin and Wilson. Shelter. Okay, it's raining, and I predict it's probably going to get worse. You've got no sleeping bags now. You've only got the humble tarp. When the ground is wet, 1 tarp on the bottom is worth 2 on top. Good.
Robin and Wilson, when they drew shelter, I was a little concerned because they don't seem to have the best ideas there sometimes.
Austin and Jim, come and grab a knife. Fire. Okay, I've taken your fire strikers off you. What you're going to use now is this. Bow and drill and a spindle. It's what your ancestors have used for thousands of years to make fire. takes brain and brawn. You'll figure it out. Okay, Lucky and Louie. Obstacle. So far, you've been dealing with natural obstacles. Now you're dealing with man-made obstacles. And this one is going to test each of you. Okay, last up, Chris and Jeff. You're on the obstacle team with Lucky and Louie. All about facing those fears, square on, help each other. All right?
I always love working with Lucky and Louie. They have the most positive attitude, I think, out of any other team out there.
Okay, who's got the money? Okay, thank you. Tasks are set. Journey awaits. Grab a harness, helmet, let's go.
When we go to the helicopter, it's like torrential downpour. How did Bear cue this up for Journey 5?
We're gonna try to keep moving as much as we can today because it's gonna be cold. Cool? Move it out.
Let's go.
Right now, the group must navigate through wet and boggy terrain to meet me at a man-made obstacle I've got waiting for them.
Feels good to get moving. Yep, it does.
It's up to us and Chris and Jeff, the obstacle team, to take charge. So we started down the way that we saw the GPS pointing.
Oh my God!
Oh, great.
Oh,
This is going to be crazy. Wow.
I have a fear of heights, so it was going to be challenging.
This is gonna make me throw up.
Come and just gather around here, guys.
You just saw this long rope crossing this forever wide gorge. And I'm like, no!
Tyranny Traverse. It runs all the way across the gorge. It's what mountaineers and hunters would use when they need to shuttle gear and people back and forth across a gorge like this. Stay on top of the line. There's a black line under this you're going to be clipped into. That is to save your life only. If you absolutely cannot do it, you do have the option to drop down and be pulled across by the obstacle team. I'm going to be watching. Do not depend on that. You've got to stay on top of this line to get across it. Okay, obstacle team, over to you guys.
I don't know, what do you think would be easier for you? Spotting or doing the rope?
Either way.
Man, it's getting cold.
I came to the conclusion that Chris should cross first since he's the strongest one. I was going to coach people across and hold them to ensure they didn't fall off in the ridge, and Lucky was going to pull the pulley to keep it behind people's feet because it made it a bit easier to cross.
Hoorah!
Go ahead and let your leg hang. There you go, inch your way.
It's definitely very intimidating. You know, there's no telling how high I was.
Can we stabilize the rope?
It takes a lot of balance, and this was going to be a tough obstacle to get everyone across.
Good job, Chris.
Almost there.
Just take your time, man.
But look, you see how quickly Chris's fatigue is kicking in. It doesn't take long. Now he's just dragging himself along. I know that feeling.
You're on the upward climb.
Just a little bit left, Chris. Oh, easy, easy, easy.
Hold upside down. Hold on.
You know, it was hanging upside down, but I could see the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a really cool moment to see he's not giving up, and he is like, I'm going to pull myself to this platform.
If I felt this exhausted, I was just nervous about everyone else.
One leg straight down. Down the rope. Just stay looking at Chris, all right?
Okay.
You're supported by two tiny portions of your body. The pain was so incredible.
This is not easy for her. I know that. You've got to admire that sort of courage.
Way to go, Louie.
I was proud beyond words of Louie. I knew if she was ever going to have a hurdle, this is going to be the one she's not going to be able to handle.
That is gonna be the worst thing you've ever done in your life, but you will make it, you guys.
Everything that you possibly thought you could plan goes out the window the moment you put your crotch on the rope.
Slow, slow, and easy.
Look inside yourself.
Don't rock too much.
This was the most brutal task on the most miserable day.
This is taking forever. We sat in that rain for hours.
Slow and easy.
Inner strength driving the outer strength.
You can do it.
Yeah, Wilson!
It didn't come this far. That's right. All right, keep going. You're not stopping here. Go all the way there. Push one more. There you go. There you go, buddy. How's that feel? How's that feel?
There's one exhausted man, but he showed me, and I love it.
I'm very proud of myself for getting across. Not getting across never occurred to me.
Okay, listen. Rest of you guys, no good sitting in the rain. Huddle together. Get a tarp out. You gotta stay warm.
The one thing that was disappointing with the obstacle team is while Wilson was going across, there was no talk about getting people warm.
Come on, baby.
People were like, well, we can huddle. And I was like, it's too late now. I was the person up to go. I can't feel my hands. I don't think I'm ready, Jeff.
Well, hold. It's going to get worse if you wait later.
I hear her say that she doesn't want to go. She's not ready to go. She's scared to death, you can tell.
I can't do this.
Robin, don't say that. Robin spent 20 minutes going about 3 feet.
It hurts. I gotta stop. That's it.
Robin, you got this.
No, it's not it, Robin. Come on, give me one pull.
I can't do this.
It'll pass.
Coming up, the struggle across the Tyrolean continues, costing the group valuable daylight. Now tonight's either going to be a bad night, or it's going to be a horrific night.
No.
Dang it. We still had no fire. We need to cook some food because we haven't eaten all day.
Please take me down. That's it.
Robin, you got this.
No, it's not it, Robin. Come on, give me one pull.
It hurts.
Then get mad at it. I know from being with Robin a long time, it's really about tough love. We don't have the relationship where we sugarcoat everything. Here we go, you ready?
No. It hurts. It hurts.
Well, Robin's going through a lot of pain out there.
Dig in and do it, Robin. Easy, easy, easy.
Release your legs. There you go. Robin's down. Tell me when, okay? She didn't make it, but at least she tried. That's it. Hang underneath now.
Had I made it across, the yellow team would have accomplished this thing together. Sorry, I wanted to do it so bad.
Listen, she got up there, gave it a hell of a try. There's nothing to apologize for.
We've got to pick up some time. Otherwise, it's going to be nightfall on this line.
I started off at a pretty good pace. I felt great going across the rope. My right leg completely locked up on me. I had a really bad cramp.
God! I'm really nervous, guys. I knew that he was hurting because normally pain doesn't faze him that much.
Let's go! That's what I'm talking about.
All the way up here, all the way up here. I'm so proud of you.
Just stretch it. Just stretch it.
All right, Royce, let's go. Nice job, buddy, nice job. You're doing great, Kyle, doing great.
That's right. Come on, Dad! Get that left leg balance.
My dad's doing great right now. I'm extremely proud of what he's doing. He's afraid of heights. This is big for my dad.
Yeah! Great job, Oscar, great job.
You can do this, okay?
My feet and hands are both numb, so the thing that's running through my head is how am I going to hold onto that rope and get across it?
Come on, man, give it everything you got.
Okay, Madeline, she's off the line.
Here, we're just gonna settle you across, okay? Stay right here.
It's very disappointing. If I could go back up there and do it again, like I would try to do it again, but there just wasn't time for that.
There we go, man. Just keep that pace. I know those knees hurt.
My muscles have been stressed all day long, and then I was the last person, so there was nobody to advance my pulley. I just chose to sling it.
You're bringing me home.
I felt like he should have at least tried, but when he just decided to just pull across, I was relieved as well, just because we've been out here for so long.
Oh, lucky. It's a bad call. You should have at least tried. And that's where he needs to dig deep.
This kind of a jerky ride, you guys.
All right, they're moving. So the first time on a journey, shelter team leads after obstacle.
Okay, it's a bunch of holes right here.
Robin and Wilson must lead the cold, wet group over a steep mountain to overnight camp and set up shelter before they run out of daylight. And then the food team will set out to a nearby pond to hunt for their food.
We're really tired and really cold, couldn't feel our feet, so it was just really concentrating on every step you took.
All right, guys, we're downhill on this, and I can't feel my toes. This looks like camp.
I mean, that's where our fire is.
We made it. It's not dry, but it's covered. Shelter is going to be our responsibility. So our mind is already making sure that we start thinking about how we can do this well.
We gotta get that fire started, find food.
Let's, everything is soaking wet. We have no sleeping bags, just a couple tarps. So I knew it was gonna make for a long night.
Gather round. Okay, I know you're cold and wet. I know what it's like, all right? I need you now to focus on camp. Now, tonight's either going to be a bad night or it's going to be a horrific night. Your job is to make the most of a bad situation.
I wondered whether I was chilled to the bone by his statement or by the weather.
In the meantime, brought you some desserts. It's wasp larvae. These look terrible, they taste terrible. Done. Take those. Here's a sketch map to get you to the survival test tomorrow morning. Fire team, you're in charge of that. Go.
I just taste mine.
Prior to this, I was a very picky eater. Now here I am eating just whatever gross, disgusting food Bear puts in front of me. I don't even think about it anymore.
Tastes a little bit like Dijon mustard.
I hate Dijon mustard.
A little bit.
Not bad.
Interesting.
I think we need a bunch of little, small kindling. Are you sure you have plenty, though?
It's getting late,
and we got a fire to start. The pressure was on.
It was pretty stressful having to start a fire with that bow, knowing that everyone was cold and everyone was wet.
Keep the hand down, hand down, hand down, hand down, hand.
And without a sleeping bag, a fire was really the only way to get people warm.
Are we going the right way?
Yeah.
There we are.
We had no idea at this point what the food was going to be. Bear told us it was a Maori delicacy called tuna, and we would find it in a pond.
They told us it was going to be dangerous, so we were a little scared.
I'm feeling breathing. It's awful cold.
We knew as the food team that once we got to camp, we were on.
All right.
We find this pond, and as soon as we get there, we see a bunch of eels.
I'm so intimidated by them. They're so big.
I know, there's a couple huge ones in there. Lots of protein and lots of energy, which is what everybody needed. So I knew that we had to get in there and get as many as we could.
Where would be the easiest way to corner them?
My eel resume is 0. I deal with eels in my daily life when I see it on a sushi menu.
Well, that stick wasn't good. Crap. This stuff is really hard to walk in. Man, I really just want to try to grab one. My strategy switched to just grabbing them with both hands, and they're really fast and really slippery. It's just almost impossible. Man, those things are freaking quick. I was really doubting that we were going to have food for the night. And I knew that wouldn't go over well with the group at all.
Coming up, camp life goes from bad to worse.
Oh, keep it going, keep it going.
No. It's gone, it's gone.
And later. Louis?
Yeah, that was me.
What, napping?
Yeah, it was cold.
Can't sleep in on these journeys. There's too much to do.
Crap. Is he swimming this way?
Yeah.
You see any more over here?
Ryan and I were on the food team with Royce and Kyle.
Oh, here he is.
We're losing sunlight. I was a little nervous that we weren't going to have food for the night.
I got in there and me and Ryan were trying to use teamwork to corner them in shallow water. Ah! Yes! Throw him out here! Yes! Ah!
Ryan, he was basically like Colossus. It was amazing.
Here, you want me to do it? I was actually really shocked once I got one locked in my hands. I mean, they're just so strong and slimy. They're pretty intimidating little creatures. Dinner, boys. All right, let's go get some more.
All right. I cannot believe you grabbed that thing out of the water like Superman.
First eel of the night. Dinner, dinner, dinner. Yummy. Santa Claus has came.
There was a downed tree. We were using the tarps and draping them across the tree, so it seemed to be pretty straightforward. Okay, you want to start gathering some leaves?
And bring them here?
Mm-hmm.
When we noticed what Robin and Wilson were doing, that made me nervous. Bear had told us 1 layer underneath is worth 2 on top. The ground is wet, it's still raining, absolutely you should put one on bottom.
How many tarps do we have?
There are
1 per team, so if we double up, we can have 1 on the ground and then 1 for cover.
But anything we could put under us.
Yeah.
Chris and Jeff and Louie and I decided we would take 2 tarps and make our own shelter.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
People wanted to do their own shelters, you're more than welcome to do so.
Oh my gosh.
Look at at you, you little eel hunter.
I was so excited and proud of Ryan. I was screaming like I was a little cheerleader. I was just like, God, he's awesome. At this point, we don't care what our food looks like. We're just gonna eat it.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Not yet. We got an eel.
3 huge ones.
Okay. The food team came back and said, hey, we have our eel, where's the fire? By that time, I was very nervous and just hoping that we could pull it out. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Oh.
Here we go.
Okay. Dang it. It's gone, it's gone.
You can't be kidding me. It's gonna be a cold night.
And we're not gonna be able to eat. Everyone's kind of getting a little annoyed just because we still had no fire. We need to cook some food because we haven't eaten all day.
Smoke, keep it going. Something sounding crackly. You got it, Austin. Oh, keep it going, keep it going.
No, 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 no.
Smoke inhalation.
There we go, okay. Come on.
We have fire! Okay, keep it going, keep it going.
Good job, Dad.
Dad, we just rubbed 2 sticks together and made fire.
This is gonna be so good tonight.
I hope it tastes like the one at the sushi restaurant, but I doubt it.
What?
I know you're like good at fishing. I'm learning so much about you. I'm always confident in Ryan and I just because I feel like we give our all. I'm so thankful to have him as my partner.
All right, hold on. Keep that knife straight down in there.
I mean, we got a wedding in 3.5 months. I think we've grown closer together in communication, teamwork, and all the way around. That's good.
Ah, that is really good. I thought Jim and Austin being able to keep the fire going all night long was really good work.
Yeah.
So right where you are?
Right here. We're gonna try to get 8 people in this. Our bedding is green leaves, soft branches, and whatever we can find dry in our packs.
It's not gonna be the most comfortable.
I think I feel sorry for people sleeping over there. I'm not sure how you keep that ground moisture from coming up.
Did you see our shelter?
No.
I don't know, man. They're using the tarps for cover rather than on the ground, and I don't know what's going on.
The shelters were not built for rain in the least.
They're working hard at it, so we'll see. Maybe they'll come up with something. If it starts raining,
We're in big trouble.
That rain.
What?
With the rain?
As the Norwegians say, a knifeless man is a lifeless man. You're only as sharp as your blade, so keep your knife secure and sharpened. It just might save your life and help you get out alive. And that's my survival tip of the week, brought to you by Walmart, supplier of all your outdoor needs.
You ready for this day?
This morning is a little slow moving. It was not a complete restful night, but we slept.
Robin and Wilson just put up a lot of tarps, strung it over a big log.
It was horrible.
Oh, these are hot though. That is gonna make such a difference.
All total last night, I know I didn't get more than 30 minutes of sleep. I would say all of that has to do with the poor quality of the shelter. We wanted to go out to the eel pond again first thing this morning to get some more eel. We're gonna take some extra food back to base camp.
Look at you, eel slayers.
How many did you get?
2 more.
Oh. Kyle was, hunting eel. I helped kind of get camp ready to go. I noticed that Louie, Chris, and Jeff were still sleeping. I think when you're on a journey, sleeping in is pretty selfish.
I slept wonderful. It was like a mattress, but we did have a tarp under us and a tarp over us. We were pretty dry where we were.
Okay guys, time for some more BG survival training. I know this last journey has been draining, but if you're stranded in the wild, and you've got some sticks like this, and a short bit of wire, you can make a trap which can help you catch a wild animal. And that could be the difference between survival and death. I've built an example for you to follow, but the trick is one of you is going to make the trap, the other's going to relay the information from my example of a trap. On my go, you're going to race, collect the sticks you need, and using those, and a short bit of wire, you're going to actually make the trap itself. First team to spring the trap wins the survival test. Another trip to the feast pit, plus of course you're then safe from elimination. Okay, the people actually building the traps, we've got Kyle, Lucky, Chris, Austin, Ryan, Wilson.
Wilson was the person who was going to build on our team, and the only thing that he could rely on is me telling him what to do.
And they're going to be guided by Madeline, Jim, Jeff, Robin, Louie, and Royce. Take your places, we'll get the scenes going.
We haven't made a freaking snare in our lives.
Yeah, I've never trapped anything. I don't even eat meat. Everything I like to eat is just standing on a stem, you know, I just grab it.
You ready to show me what you're made of?
Yep.
Yes.
Hit it! It's all very logical.
Once the survival challenge begins, I run over to look at the trap to try to determine how it's built.
All about attention to detail.
Once I kind of got an idea, I came back to Chris, started to construct a rough idea.
Okay, get about 5 sticks that are about 6 inches long. One is like curved.
So at least find at least 2 or 3 more sticks. Pencil thin, not that thin. I probably ran through about 3 or 4 times, and I really had to get a look at how the twine was ran through.
While you're waiting for your team member to look, be thinking yourself.
Go find a curved stick. No, it needs to be able to bend. I don't really know where to begin to even communicate how to make a trap.
Tell me, what do you do?
I'm so confused. I didn't know how it was gonna work.
Madeline, you're not doing a good job explaining the trap to Ryan. All about communication.
Okay, I know how this works. Bring it down with your armpit. Scoot back, it has to be over that thing.
Chris and Jeff making good progress.
I don't know which
Think logically.
Bring the stick down.
It's gonna have to hang like a candy cane.
Oh, this is gonna crack a little bit.
Robin and Wilson, you're falling even further behind.
Hey, Austin. Okay, you need to bury that about 3.5 feet back and make an arch and bury it in the ground. You're not quite centered. Yeah, you need to arc that more.
Okay, I will.
You have another stick.
I still have no idea what's going on.
It still needs to be lower. Need to pick out the speed.
Just like that. Will that work?
No, those 3 sticks need to be pulled farther.
Lucky Louie, you're not making good time here.
I'm not understanding this arch stick at all.
They want to angle this way. As many times as I made shapes with my hands, it wasn't for some reason connecting. Do you get it?
Put the end through and wrap it up there.
Yeah, you gotta think for yourself as well. Listen, but think.
Hold the 2 wires.
Here.
Now spin that stick.
Like
That's it.
Get this, and this, and put this here and this here. How many wraps? I just got those materials and put them in that spot and figured the result would be that it would work. Okay.
Kyle and Royce working fast. Closing in on Jeff and Chris.
Go higher with it so you don't want to lose any of your noose area. Perfect.
Chris and Jeff streaking ahead.
Then this is it. We're almost there, dude.
People are getting close.
Pull it together. This is literally the end.
Think logically, guys. Remember, you don't win until you're able to trigger that trap. So it's still anyone's game now. Coming up, it's a race to the finish.
Okay, so let's do it.
Which team will win a trip to the feast pit, safety from elimination, and which team will I send home? You can't hide in the wild. It exposes us wide open.
Hurry, just go quick. You got this. This is it. We're almost there, dude.
People are getting close.
Pull it together. Like this is literally the end.
Chris and Jeff, you're so close. Once you set the trap, trigger it to see if it works.
Yes, this is it. Now spring it. Release it. This is it.
Almost there, guys.
What happened?
Just like that. Take the blue bandana stick and put it through the noose. No, no,
Carl
yeah,
and
okay.
Royce now with a chance to trigger their trap.
1, 2, 3.
Carl and Royce win the survival test. One snared colored stick. You're safe from elimination.
I can't believe we won. Oh my god, it's so crazy.
It's a great moment. I mean, we're legitimate contenders. We are snare masters.
When I hear Bear calling out of nowhere, Kyle and Royce, you win. What? The vegetarian and that guy? You know, like.
Great job.
I did it. That was it.
Oh my god, I can't wait to eat it.
Good job, Carl and Royce. I've also got a surprise for you guys, though.
Oh gosh.
You get to pick one other team to come with you into the feast pit.
Wow.
Okay, have a think. I need an answer pretty quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna take Lucky and Louie because they haven't had a feast pit yet.
Nice, good decision. Lucky and Louie, you get to join them in the feast pit.
You're welcome.
Just to be clear, only you guys are safe from elimination. You both get to enjoy the feast pit, though. Good job, you deserved it. All right, see you tonight at my camp, where one team will be going home.
Oh my god, burgers! Burgers! Oh my god! Okay, take a seat.
Don't have to ask me twice.
I don't even know where to start.
Is that cornbread?
Is that coffee?
I'll die. Oh, it's coffee.
Oh my god. We've worked so hard here. We've gone days and days without food. It's just like one of those moments that you have that you're just like full of gratitude. Oh, how I've missed you.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm like getting emotional over food. Is that stupid or what? I'm like crying because I ate a cheeseburger. It's so good.
I am so glad you guys won. And like I said before, I'd be so proud if you guys were my sons.
Thank you.
Touche.
It's like the most beautiful thing to hear someone say that they'd be proud to be your father, you know? It's like,
It's beyond so cool.
Oh my god, we miss you.
Burgers and what?
Chili.
Burgers and fries.
And cornbread and chili.
I'd feel horrible if you hadn't been here before.
Yeah.
Oh man, that looks good. Our eel's just getting prepared. I just wanted to see what y'all had.
Okay.
And then maybe walk back and forth a few times.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Like the neighborhood kid. Are you gonna invite me in for dinner?
Oh. Bye. Enjoy your meal.
Just kind of split them right here, halfway, and you can probably just cut them all the way through.
We were definitely happy for Kyle and Royce just because they haven't won a survival test yet.
Didn't the skin peel away after you cut
Yeah, once it starts cooking, that skin will peel off.
It made sense that they said that they were going to choose Lucky and Louie. We didn't hold that against them.
Yeah, but at the same time, it sucks to be back on rice and beans. So I think it was a smart idea saving the eels.
You guys rock. Thank you.
You seem like defeated right now.
I'm just really hungry at this point.
I don't know what it is. Yes! Body wash! Awesome! Oh, I can't wait! The PNG box was Gillette and Olay body wash.
Oh my gosh, I need this. This is what heaven feels like.
Oh my god! It's so funny how the small things are so important when you think about them.
Now my nails aren't gonna be black anymore. It felt so good to finally get those weeks and weeks of dirt off of us. I was really excited.
Perfect.
I mean, we look good, smell good, feel good, so bring it on. We're excited for Bears Camp tonight.
I'll do anything to make those guys jealous for how they smell.
Going into tonight's elimination, we think that the shelter build was great, so I'm really happy about that. But with the way the elimination goes with Bear, you really don't know what you're gonna be under the gun for.
We may have made mistakes, and I'm not sure of them yet, and Bear may bring them up, but we did pretty well with obstacle.
Going into Bears Camp, he's got to understand, I thought it was prudent for the group, for me, not doing the traverse to make better time. So I don't know how it's going to fall for our group, for our team, Louie and Lucky. Let the chips fall where they may.
Coming up, what are you all doing standing around just getting wet and getting cold? I can see you all shaking and shivering.
Thanks to your suggestion, we pulled out some tarps, we huddled
See,
together.
that shouldn't be my suggestion. Okay, take your packs off, grab a log, guys. It's hard keeping good morale when you're cold and wet, isn't it? But it's important. You gotta keep that morale, okay? Kyle and Royce, you won the survival test. You're safe from elimination. Good on you. Okay, let's get into the journey. A little bit of a shock to the systems when you first saw that Tyrolean. Chris and Jeff, Lucky and Louie. How did it go?
We had to have 2 people on each side. It started raining even more. Everyone started to get colder. Their hands started to get more numb.
What are you all doing standing around just getting wet and getting cold? I can see you all shaking and shivering.
Thanks to your suggestion, we pulled out some tarps, we huddled
See,
together.
that shouldn't be my suggestion. Chris and Jeff, Lucky and Louie. You guys should have said, get a top up, get warm, huddle together, stay warm. You gotta start thinking like survivalists here, okay? How did I go for you, Wilson?
It was brutal.
Total commitment from you. You showed me what you're made of. If you gave the same sort of commitment and effort to everything else, we'd be seeing a different Wilson on these journeys. How was it for you, Robin?
Bear, you know how to make a girl cry. It hurt. It just got to the point where the pain was a bit more than I could take.
Well, I've rarely seen a woman dig that deep. You know, it's courageous. That's what I wanted to see from you, Lucky.
I was a knot. My hands were already numb, and I just thought it was more prudent for the group to catch up time, so I just went like a piece of cargo.
I would have preferred that you got on that thing and tried and fall off it half dead than not attempt it.
Absolutely right. My bad there.
Jim and Austin, you were in charge of fire, gave you a bow and drill. How did it go?
Well, after some work at it, we finally got a fire started.
Well, you know, credit where credit's due. It's not easy, especially hard when it's damp and wet like this. So I say that's a good job. Robin, Wilson, you guys were in charge of shelter. How did that go?
Well, we gotta get shelter up, and we had some help from Lucky Louie. They built a shelter for themselves and Chris and Jeff. And Wilson and I worked on one large shelter for the rest of the group.
Madeline, tell me about the shelter.
I got about 30 minutes of sleep. I woke up with a horrible backache. It was raining on me a little bit in the morning and struggling to keep warm.
Kyle, were you happy with the shelter?
I just kept replaying in my mind you saying 1 on the ground is worth 2 on top. And when I heard that there wasn't any on the ground, I was like, did they not hear that? You know, I was just confused.
I mean, really, you know, Journey 5, there's no excuse for a second-rate shelter. It should be absolutely dry and totally warm. This is the second week in a row where I've seen terrible shelters from you. I've got to see growth from you. Ryan and Madeline, Kyle and Royce. GPS led you to a small pond. So Ryan, tell me your plan.
The first plan I had was to spear these things, which that did not work well at all. So I just started reaching in pretty fast and grabbing them.
So what, you just flicked them out?
Yes.
How was that, Madeline? You ever killed anything before?
No, I haven't.
It's not like in the supermarket, is it?
It was strange.
What happened in the morning? Everyone up early? Kyle.
I was up really early. Jim and Austin were by the fire. These two were up. I think you guys are in the warmer tent, slept in a little bit.
What do you mean, slept in a little bit?
I just figured they were just napping or getting some rest.
Louis?
Yeah, that was me.
What, napping?
Yeah, it was cold.
Can't sleep in on these journeys. There's too much to do.
We had a really warm shelter. I was definitely reluctant to leave it. I mean, if I had heard there was anything to be done or anyone wanted help, I would have got up, but...
Jeff, were you helping with the fire or the food this morning?
This morning, I didn't feel like there was anything I could do.
There's always something to do. Everybody here is cold, is hungry, and the human response is you just want to curl up and do nothing. And again, it's why people die in difficult situations, because the effort is too much. Chris, Jeff, why should you stay on this journey?
I feel stronger now mentally than I've ever been in my life.
But I'm just not sure I'm seeing growth in how you acted this morning.
I feel like we pitch in all the time. We're always helping. We always have positive attitude with everything.
Robin, Wilson, why should I keep you guys here at this stage?
I put it all out there and I never gave up.
It's a growing lesson for us.
But I haven't seen any growing lessons in the shelters. You know, the shelter's still terrible. Lucky Louis.
You know, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of what we've done, and the awesome thing about my dad is that win, lose, or draw here, I know we would get out alive. I think it would be a mistake to let us go now, but it's on you, you know.
You can't hide in the wild. It exposes us wide open. Okay, I've made my decision. The wild is always revealing. The lesson is, however grim it is, however cold and wet you are, you gotta fight with every ounce of your being to make the most of what you have. Robin and Wilson, dodged a few bullets. Your shelters are still bad. You're weighing the group down. You'd never get out alive. Come and hand in your knives.
I feel like we've gained a whole lot from this experience. It gave us a chance to get away from our regular lives and conquer some demons. All you can do is put forth your best effort, and sometimes your best effort is just not good enough. Take care, guys.
I really learned that when I try, I really can accomplish a lot. I'm fired up. So these little legs are going to continue to move. They'll be bikini ready by my birthday, so I'm all good.
Respect it. You got an incredible marriage. You've got an incredible faith. Both of these things are going to be stronger from this.
Get out of here. Watch that stuff.
I got it.
Good luck, everyone.
See you guys. The rest of you, back to camp. At dawn, the rotors are going to be turning and burning. The real hard work now begins.
All new Get Out Alive. Next Monday at 9/8 Central, here on NBC.